Hello and welcome to another roguelike demo showcase and backpack brain. Today we're checking out Archon Soul, the demo of course. What is it? It's a dice builder, deck builder, something or other. There's 100 of them and all of them have good things and bad things. And some of them are great and some of them are okay and some of them don't show up on my channel. Let's just say it that way. There are a lot of, I have probably 20 recordings at this point that are like anywhere from 5 to 25 minutes long, where I just at the end of it, I'm like, we don't need to release this one. But anyway, let's start the run. These are all locked characters. The Gaia Mancer, the mage from a village torn apart by famine. I'm Max Mofo talking now. Wield the power. Why did I put a voice on as if it's not an Australian accent? Famine. Anyway, I've started to make no sense. Upcoming combat. The Hextress. There's a lot of things already going on. The dice, the spells, the dice modifiers. Hopefully there's a tutorial. Your turn. Thank you. Thank God. I was about to... If you dropped me with that tutorial, I would have been terrified. Okay. At the beginning of your turn, you roll all of the dice in your discard. That's 3. Now we drag them into the input to cast spells. I played a game like this before in my time. I've seen it before. A while ago now. Okay, we can't afford this. Right? Because it's a 7. If DV is 3 or less, gain 5 barrier. So this is a low roller. Okay, next. Dice inputs can have requirements for the dice. Hover over them for more info. Deal damage to defeat enemies. Barrier to block incoming damage. It goes away at the start of each turn. I wonder where that one came from. Some spells have unique effects. Intention display. Unfamiliar. Okay. Attacking player for 9. Any dice. When a dice is added to this input, the content value is reduced. Okay, so this is not 7 needed. This is put 7 in for the effect. You're gonna hit me with 9. So, I mean, we put this because it's 30 or less. So then we get a lot of block. And you can stack it! You can stack it. So then we may as well get a lot of block and prevent anything going on. If you accept any dice, then what's the point in putting this in? It's just going to deal 6 damage regardless. I may as well get this chunked down. There's no point, right? What is this? Gain 3 grounded. If it's 1, gain 5 instead. At the beginning of your turn. Okay. Oh, I can dice roll my own ability. Hold on. There's things to be considering here. Hide dice. Don't know why that would be a thing. Anyway, there's a lot of things. What is this? Cursed dice are not rolled. That's fair. We don't really need to worry about that. So we don't need to block this turn. Okay. New dice created, and it's in our pile now. So now we have more dice, which seems good. Honestly, this seems like the kind of thing where I would just... Wait, you can't... Why didn't it go? Did I not... What happened here? I think my math is wrong on that one, I think. 7 and above. Okay. This game already has a lot of brownie points in my opinion, because everything I'm hovering over just tells me what it is. Do you know how many games I've played where there's mechanics upon mechanics upon mechanics? This is no shade to those games. You just need to do it, right? Like, it's tough. They just don't tell you what things are. And in a game like this, I understand if you want to like let people explore things, but like in a game like this, I want to know what things are so I can do the variables in my mind. Anyway, obviously we're getting some block in so that we don't take any damage, because I don't know how health works. I assume it's like Slay the Spire because it looks like Slay the Spire. And then let's start attacking. Oh, you get to choose the attack, and it's exactly 6 damage. So this is independent of that. Okay, now they have strength or might, you know, for those of us who want to. Anyway, let's do that. You draw all your dice? Is that how it works? Because that seems pretty sick. Okay, you can't activate this thing twice in a turn. Okay, so it's got a limit per turn and a limit per combat. That seems interesting. Okay, that being said, we're gonna hit you with the thing. Also, I have the styling and everything. No notes, no problems right now. Let's see, is there a draw limit? You just draw your entire dice bag. Minus the cursed one, of course. Okay, well, this is a no-brainer. Let's take some damage. Let's not take any damage, actually. First, or we could just... Yeah, whatever. Deal some damage, but not. Let's not go crazy, because we can stay tanky. You know, we can stay good. What do you do? Grounded. Oh, this is like you can gain persistent like barrier activation if I plug things in there. Anyway, let me just finish you off, bro. Come on. There we go. Light work. Also, I should say, if there's only one enemy, you might want to consider it auto-attacking, but then again, it can also be confusing if it does sometimes. Anyway, that's like, I'm just, you know, I'm giving you alpha testing, even though this is a public release for the demo. Anyway, combat rewards, take as many as you want. Okay, but you can skip, which is, I mean, logical. Another dice face. 9 seems pretty good to me. Gold. Dice runes. Shell. Grounded. Or time. Let's try time. And a spell. Choose a spell. All faces without runes on dice used to cast this spell gain toughness rune. So you can have runes on dice faces. It's like, does it go under the number or does it replace the number? Presumably it goes under the number because it, I don't know, maybe it doesn't. Okay, if it's, you can either gain might or fortitude, and it can be cast twice per turn. Let's add that to our spells. What is this? And what is this? These are your backlog. This is your garbage, and this is your presently available. Is that what I'm getting at? I think that's what I'm getting at. Okay, and we continue. It looks like you might encounter some resistance taking this path. Having a variety of spell costs. Okay, I like that. I like that. Let's see what it looks like now. You have items to modify your dice with. Modify them here. You can modify them at any time. Drag the dice here to modify it. So this is a normal 6-sided die. We put it in. Your rune and face values are here. You can use it to modify your dice. Drag the runes and face values to the dice faces to modify them. You can reorder these faces by dragging them. What does reordering it do? I don't know what reordering it does beyond, like, nothing else. Okay, well... we want to put... okay, it does go under. Okay, and then... put this dice back. And then we put this dice in, and then we... how about we replace a 1 with a 9? That seems pretty good. That seems pretty good, bro. Okay, so now this is the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Golded EV on this dice, for sure. And then we can also select our spells, but obviously we have no issues. I'm waiting for the one that's just like adding the dice value to the damage. Because that seems pretty useful to me, in my opinion. Your turn. Loose Bones, min 4. These are unit abilities. Use them once each combat. Okay. Like spells, they have dice requirements. Gaiamancer's is additional barrier. Enemy unit abilities are very useful. Okay. So you can... this is a counter, this is a minimum. So maybe I should do this, and then it'll also reduce on this one, which is like a great value add. I like that. I like that. It's like it activates on all, basically, is what I'm getting at. Okay, 2 weak and 2 vulnerable on this enemy. They're attacking me though, which is like I can't do it all, right? That's my principle. Kill this enemy and self-inflict 2 weak on the player. I mean, killing the enemy is a pretty good value add. And then, what's your deal? If DV is 1, gain 5 grounded, bro, that's actually insane. We can always guarantee 5 armor. And you can tank some damage. Tanking some damage seems pretty chill to me. Okay, and then, min 4, I mean, that's light work. Now you go weak and vulnerable. Fortitude or might? Well, the problem is if I put this in use, it's sort of a waste anyway. But it doesn't really. It's not a waste because it doesn't really matter, you know. And then we'll hit you with an attack. We may as well start making some forwards progress. It does tick down, is from what I'm realizing. These tick down, and this doesn't tick down. It's exactly like Slay the Spire, but I mean, you don't want to reinvent the wheel on this one. Why not just do that? That seems pretty useful. Unfortunately, we don't have a good... we can only gain 3 barrier because we actually high rolled. But we have... What's giving us 9 damage? Can I cancel? Can I... Should be allowed to cancel. Hello. No, you can't cancel. Well, you know, that's the feature request. What's the 9? What are you? Oh, because you're weakened. Never mind. You're. That means we can just kill you. Now that I think about it. So this is basically, if I'm to, like, simplify this is Slay the Spire, but you have all your cards and you draw dice rolls to activate cards instead of drawing the cards. So you have to instead allocate your resources to the cards instead of allocating your cards as resources, primarily. You know? Which is what you would do in Slay the Spire. Okay, dice phase, obviously we want to choose a 6 or a 1. You can build whatever, but let's just start, you know, starting run. Giving a buff gives an additional stack. Whenever this rune deals fatal damage, gain 5 max HP, but it's a one-time use, like it disappears. Well, why would I want to do this? Because this seems like terrible. No disrespect. Okay, well, it can be immortal. That seems like a nice little thing. Gain 5 fortitude, lose 5 fortitude at the end of the turn. So it's like a 10 buff. I need a better damage spell. So I'm glad that this is what we got. 15 damage seems good. So that we can use our high rolls effectively, you know? What do we want? Also, I'm gonna say... Here's just a bit of advice. I know you probably wanted to make it not look like too complicated and also too similar to Slay the Spire. I hate to bring it up, but like it says combat here, like I guess, but it does. It's not really like a lot of these question marks. It's I guess you know what I was gonna say it's a confusing thing, but I don't think it's that confusing. Let's click event because we don't know what it does yet. Okay, insert. Chosen dice gains growth body. Well, sure. What do you got? The special dice. Hold up. What do you... Gain 2 max HP at the end of each combat. Interesting. Well, I've so far... I mean, we don't want to get rid of all of our ones. Maybe we do, and then I don't care about activating. I'm going to ignore my activated ability in favor of just high rolling, which is, I think, a good thing. Because I want to build a deck around high rolling. That just seems cool for the first starter. I mean, fatal damage. For starters, the fatal damage should go on you, because you're going to obviously have to activate that. And then we can just, like, turn you into a 6. That, like, we're building decks like it's nobody's business right now, right? Okay, all of our spells are here. This is covering this. Developer, you might want to move it so it doesn't overlap. Sorry, it's in my blood, as it were. A bunch of loose bones that are hurting me. But we have a pretty low roll. We wanna start building up our U. Okay. Well. Let's start by just stacking up some defense. We could stack up even more defense, but I think I want to get your count down just a little bit so that we can actually start growing more dice. You know, I think that's a priority for us. 10 or greater, also inflict 1 weak. Well, if it inflicts the weak after the damage, is pointless because it's going to run out by the time we can attack again. No disrespect. Okay. You got some strength. That's fine. Let me hit you with that. Okay, you do hit it with the after. Oh, but it's weak. It's not vulnerable to Slay the Spire. So it's actually fine. It's actually useful. Never mind, y'all. Well, let's plug this in then and then grab my dice. And honestly, I don't mind tanking the damage because it would have only like the numbers wouldn't have really mattered that much anyway. Okay, we're starting to take some heat, and I'm not a fan of that. I'm not here for that. Okay, because that just seems like a no-brainer, and also I should do it on you. Just to like give us something to work with for now. I'm gonna. Okay, now you're in one shot for you, so I'm gonna spread the love because these guys are weakened, and we may as well, spank that all on the floor, as it were. I'm sure we'll get like a rest at some point. Okay, fatal damage is coming right up. What are you again? Reducing a countdown will reduce all countdowns. Okay, we've gained max health. I'm a fan. And now these guys, I mean, it's we can run it back. That's cracked. You're done. There we go. See, now we're cooking. Now if we can just get something to inflict vulnerable by itself, that's really like that's where we're at. And using 2 dice for 15 is just higher value than using it for 10. And also, I can just like hit you with that. I mean, you already have weak, but you're done for. Like once you can roll 4 die, you can hit them with 30 damage a turn. It goes crazy, right? Out of these, give me a 3. I guess I'll take a 3. Whatever. It's not the greatest options. When you roll this dice, face 5 damage to each enemy. Another one of you. Let's run that because we can use it and deal damage even when we're defending. I think that's good. Do you upgrade or do you just get 2? Because 2 is kind of pointless because there's no reason to do that. All faces without runes on this dice used to cast a spell gain spiked rune. I like that. Reserve spells. Okay. Where do we get these unlocked? What don't we use? We haven't used fertilizer once yet, so let's try that, because it doesn't seem like I've ever found a good timing to use it. Combat event rest. Is rest going to give me a chance to upgrade my dice? I don't know how that would even work. Let's look at it to find out. Free chest event, 35%. I mean, quick maths, that's going to be, what? About what, 30? Something like this, right? So, it will get us to full health. We'll get a free chest event. Let's restore our health. Let's not be stupid. Elite combat. I have to click it. I have to know. It's literally... I can't state this enough. I am not mad that it's literally Slay the Spire. It's probably better that it is literally Slay the Spire. But I do have to mention it, that it is that. Okay, what have I got here? I got my spiked and I got a 3. Okay, well... Deal 5 damage to each enemy. Okay, what happens if I put it on this 3? And then here, I turn this into a 3. Does it then gain spikes? No. Okay. But I was just checking. Maybe it was a numerical thing, but it's face specific. You should be able to add faces to die. I'm sure you can do that later. I mean, we already modified that one. Let's fight you. The Hex Breaker. Make 3 ethereal dice, but then I get weak. So basically, more attacks, but there's a one-time burst if you need it. I don't know if I need it. Oh, it's just rolling it. You don't even need to use it. I mean, you're gonna have to use it anyway. There's no point in not using it. Basically, I haven't seen any compelling reason not to use it and not use my die in something right now. Okay, reducing countdown reduces countdown. We only have one thing that reduces countdown, so it doesn't really, like, matter. I will say that. Let me hit you with this to get weak, and then let's gain some good old barrier. And I don't even think I can roll a 1. What are you doing? 2 dice cursed? Okay, well, we obviously need to hit you with that and reduce your quantity, because then we can start rolling more die. Because 2 dice cursed, I'm gonna have no chance to deal any damage or heal or like anything. Oh, you can actually gain permanent might and fortitude. That's pretty sick. Go. Let's just defend. tank that. Light work. The atmosphere is nice. I don't feel like any... Like, when a video game has an aesthetic such that I don't feel the need to comment on it at all, that's when you know it's pretty good. You know? That's when you know it's past the, you know, the quiz, as it were. Anyway, let's produce another dice. We can't inflict a weak on you. What happens when I just do this? Oh, you just gain, you just give it, and then you can like put your useless die into here if you have nothing to do with them. Well, I don't want to do nothing. I didn't realize that's what happened. Yeah. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, now we've drawn a lot of die. Let's put the one in here. We may as well. What do you want? The 3 ethereal die? This is like a good time for an ethereal die, isn't it? But I guess you should only do it once you already do all of this. Because otherwise, what's the point, right? At the end of the day. First things first, let's activate this thing. And it's been used up to the maximum, so that's fine. We could just attack. You still do 15 damage even if you only activate with 2, which is higher value. So let's just add. We'll just add this because I think it's better than dealing 6 damage. Because we would rather draw it, deal 5 maybe, and then use it on here instead. Like we're starting to really stack up, you know, exactly that, and then job's done. Simple as. The growth of body. I'm stacking up health, low key. 2 random dice faces. I like my odds. 4 on 1. I don't love my odds. One of them was good, one of them was useless. It is what it is. The Recycler! Holy. It's because it's an elite combat, so of course you get like a rarity and you got gold, silver, bronze type stuff. Reroll this dice, removing on activation. To be honest, these suck bad. From a design perspective, having a one-time only effect on a dice, I just feel like I'm never gonna choose it unless it's really, really like permanent. If it's not a permanent effect, I feel like I shouldn't have it. I guess you don't need to activate it all the time. You can save it for an event, but then I just feel like I'm never going to use it. Remove rune and activation. When a spell is cast or reduce it, re-roll with the dice. I mean, it seems powerful one time, which is like... I don't know how I feel about that in games. I feel like it's most of the time, I feel like it's a waste when it's like that. And I would rather choose something else. Let's just get 2 randoms. Minor perception, whatever, bro. Dice bodies. This dice cannot be destroyed. Well, that seems cool, but I don't know I don't know why your dice would get destroyed. 1 weak and 1 vulnerable on each enemy. Another countdown dice to get my countdown, my multi-countdowner to activate would be nice. It would be nice. Holy. The Sandstorm. The Sandstorm seems sick. Actually, the Sandstorm seems better than an attack. Begin the Sandstorm. Let's start there. And we can get better defense as well. There? Why did I said it like that? Anyway. I assume you can unlock these with meta progression or something. Event or shop. We have some money. Let's see what the shop has to offer. Oh, brother, there's too much to look at here. Dice used to cast the spell transform into stone dice body. Stone body is... It sticks with the first roll. I don't think that would actually be useful for us in many cases. Oh, wait. Does it lock in the number you put in there? In which case it would be useful. Repeat 2. 3 barrier, repeat 2 is objectively just better than what I have right now. 1 retain for the barrier. We can do a sandstorm build. Hold on. I am doing the sandstorm build. Got it? Okay. So you can only buy... So, okay, can I, like... Then you can't buy more than 1 spell up beyond your abilities, man. Fertilizer's just not been that useful to me. Oh, okay. It just disappears as soon as you leave the screen. So then I can just do that, because this seems way better. And then I can actually use... Oh, wait, it's gone now. This is also useless, and this is, you know... That's chill by me? How much money did I got? 126. What is this? additional reserve slot and additional spell slot. I think an additional spell slot would be useful. Let's run with there, and then honestly, another elite combat. I'm down for the upgrades right now, and then we have a lot of things to do. There's a lot more micromanaging of your things in Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire, you just run it because you're building it as you go, and you rely on the card draw. Anyway, unblock damage gives you 1 might. I mean, sure, whatever. It's temporary anyway. 3 additional DV. We should put it on a low roller. Well, we don't want to put it on 1. Because we actually need the 1 sometimes. So let me put it on you. Because whatever. It doesn't really matter. We'll keep this. I don't really think I need it. I'm going to turn the 2 into a 4. I'm going to keep the 1. Because I think the 1 is actually useful. Drag bodies onto dice. So apply them. This dice cannot be destroyed. I'm gonna put it on you. And now it looks sick as fuck also, in addition to that. And now we have another spell slot, so then we can put Huddle Up in there, bro. We can start sandstorming. We have a sandstorm build. The Staller. And then we're gonna just stack up defense, and I need to get rid of this and put in the what do you call it? Non-damaging unknown intention. Probably summoning enemies if I had to guess. Countdown 11. 5 weak can deal 10 damage. I like that. I like that. We'll save that for the countdown guy. What is this? Maximum value of 3. So then that won't work. Okay, well then let's begin the sandstorm, right? Or, you know what, it probably is a better idea to just start getting the dice, like, counting down, and we may as well count that down, so because then we can put the ignored. Okay, so if I don't attack you, you won't hurt me. So then I may as well start like stacking up my stuff. Okay, let's just we're gonna build up our stuff right now. What do I do with this? I could start the sandstorm now. Because I know if people attack you, you're gonna attack me. It's like the like cone with legs in Slay the Spire in Act 1. I don't know what it's called, I forget. The one that like has a lot of block and it's kind of annoying. Well, they're all annoying, it's Slay the Spire. What are we doing here with this? How do we... I don't want to use it, but okay, let's find out what happens when we don't use it. It just gets rerolled. Charging. Hold on. 20 damage. Okay, well now is a good time to get this thing done. Put some weak on you, buddy. You've been ego checked. And now, well, step 1, finish that job. Step 2, begin the sandstorm. And now we just start... I was going to say we start stalling, but I guess we can't start stalling. Oh wait, you can only be used once per turn. That's your downside. But don't worry about all that. I have nowhere to put this. Let's just put it in there and gain some block anyway. Whatever. Now we need the thing that stacks up our fortitude, and then we can start really cooking. Okay, what do you gain 1 might? Might and perception? You can have a double. Is this a double? No, it's just to have them on the same dice on different faces. That's what's going on now. Okay. Lower than 3. There we go. And now we can just start like dealing damage. You're still less EV than this. Which is a shame, to be honest with you, but it's good damage, and I'm a fan of that. And now we can start We can just stack our deck with low or high, and then the EV is... We put the big ones in here, we'll put the small ones, we huddle up. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I mean, now we can just, like, kill you. Like, that's... It's light work now. I've built the best deck possible, I think. I reckon we're there. Start me with random 3 and 2. Honestly, at this point, I'm kind of a fan of 3 and 2, because we can't we're building something. Recycle. Energy. Spells using this rune don't use charge. That's kind of sick. And it's permanent, which is important. Heal 5 or randomize its faces. I would rather heal 5, buddy. No disrespect. Make a new dice for the rest of combat and discard it. Repeat 1. It needs higher than 7. Well, we can do that with our 9 every now and then, because we don't use this. So, let's run it with that. I like that you give me a mandatory rest. We need to restore health. Okay, special event. Before the final boss, presumably. Required for true victory. Available in full game. Costs 10 health. Okay. Let's just gain 4 runes and leave then. Okay, boss combat me. Only one way to go to claim the true power of the Archon soul, by the way. Okay, now we gotta stack our deck. First things first, obviously this has to be a warm dice, because we don't really have anything else. Gain 5 barrier. I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter what we put on where. We just want every dice to have, like, some stuff. You don't have that much stuff, so let's put some stuff on you. Put the 6 on there. Put this on there. Unblock damage. Well, sure, whatever. 1 or 2. Can you change the phase without losing the rune, or will it lose the rune? Let's test this. Don't do it here because it's kind of pointless here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. I think I would, to be honest, the one is kind of more useful than a 4. So I'm gonna do this, and this may look stupid, but I think it's actually better to have it stacked on the block right there. And honestly, I think this is great. This is the best case. The replicator. Let's fight. What do you got? Minimum 7 for a one-time stun. We can make that work. Debuff me? Okay. Well, first things first, we should put the 1 in here. So what is your thingy? Oh, because we want to activate that. Spells using this rune don't use charge. Oh, activated using or using? I don't know what using means in this context. Oh, you only have 3 times use. I didn't realize that. Okay, well, we gotta, like, there's a lot of things going on here. You obviously don't work there. You should probably go there so that we activate the sandstorm. And this 6 should go somewhere. Can you activate with just 1? Or will it just be like, fuck you, buddy? What do you think you're trying to do? What is this? 50% vulnerable. Youch! That's big damage right there. Okay, well now we have our big dice. So we should create 2 dice, and then that thing's gone. We can put some weak on you. I find that would probably be a good way to do things, because we can get you just defeated quite quick like it's not gonna cause us too many problems. Okay, obviously we plug you in there. We can stun you, but like unique special move. I mean, get stunned out of your unique special move, bro. What do you mean? Doesn't use charge. Oh, so what is this? I don't know, but we'll start getting the dice as well. You've been stunned, I'm afraid. Now you'll use your unique special move. Yes, okay. I was. Let's do that. We don't want to waste its uses also, because it does like hurt us to waste it. How do we want to? And yeah, what we can just keep doing is stacking this, you know. Oh, we'll do this though instead, because we're pretty close to defeating you. Oh shit, it's the replicator. He's effects that activate on fatal damage do not activate when this unit dies, because it's the copy, bro. It's the copy. Okay, let's just like get you done, I think. We should have gained 1 mind there. I don't know why we didn't. But anyway, honestly, just hit you with that, and then you're fine. I guess we just have to kill you before you like replicate a lot. But like this was light work for a guy like me. I'm not even concerned. That seems like it was golded as hell. What 7? Okay, well. I'm gonna take my 3 randoms, because I always like that. Okay, protection body. 10 barrier if discarded. Adds a repeat to the repeats. I like that. That seems good. We need another dice, man. I like that. I like it. I'm gonna get rid of this for that. New dice. I was gonna say we needed a new dice because we had no body. Wait, there is actually like an upcoming area. How far does the rabbit hole go with this thing? Because this run is just going and going. Okay, new dice. So obviously we have to. You're getting the new body, and you're getting like everything. Time on you, debuff on you, fortitude on you, because I don't think it really matters. Let's test the theory. Yeah, it does affect the number, but not the rune. The rune and number seem to be separate. Then we're gonna leave the 1 as is, because I don't really know what to do with it. Or the 4, because I don't know if I want to replace the 3 with a 4. I will do it. But I don't know if that's good or not, because we kind of... I was gonna say, we don't actually... I think we have the right amount. We have the right balance. Spell select. We could get Cleave the Mountain up here, now that we kind of are sending it. But I'm gonna leave it there, because it's cool. Manipulate luck. Minimum 2. Reroll it and weak on this enemy. Even. Reset the... absorb energy to back to 5. These enemies seem harder than before. Okay, so there's a lot now. There's too many things on the screen, and I need to like have my loop correct. What's my loop? My loop is also you're the repeater. We want to maybe stack up some defense on you. We've activated the sandstorm. Ideally, we activate it here so that we can gain max intensity on you, but like whatever, right? You gain additional DV, which would get you to 9. Will this go to 1 or will this go to 3? Does it count? Let's re-roll this and then get some stuff. Okay, whatever. We gained the right amount of everything, in my opinion. Okay, 4x5 or 1 we can ignore you. That doesn't really matter. We can probably kill you. Or you should go in here if that's step 1. We should activate you, but then like, you know, there's a lot of moving parts going on here. The weakness. What rune just got used up? I don't actually remember. What are you again? You're the repeat ignorer. Oh, send it, bro. Ouch. Ouchie. Okay. Get cooked, I'm afraid. Okay, what do we want to do now? Well, I mean, first things first, let's just kill you. You're debuffing me, but like, what do I care? No disrespect. I guess there's no reason to waste that. I guess this is also like now this thing deals equal damage to this thing. We can do better, I think. That's step one. 3 by 3. Let's gain the block we need, and then let's just like destroy you. Oh, well, we just kill you. Never mind. We had the lethal all along. There's almost too much going on now. I don't know. 4 maybe. Additional 5 damage. That seems pretty good. 2 barrier and 1 grounded with no limits. But it's a 3. But there's no limit to it, so you could just like build this into an insane level of block. Destroy dice. We have undestroyable dice though. We have undestroyable dice. But we need defense. I think we need defense, and I think we should swap this because we don't use the cobbled armor. So let's start stacking up grounded and build up like insane defense. Shop me? There's a lot going on. New dice. Do we have, what's our spells look like? We have room for another slot. I think we probably want this, to be honest with you. And we may as well buy this just to like assuage ourselves. Ethereal dice when it's used on an ability. All of these, there's so much interesting like stuff going on here that I can't really like do the mental math on. This doesn't seem like it would fit in my current build. What are you? It's rune input only. We have a lot of runes. 7 damage, repeat equal to the number of enemies. It needs 6 and anything. It's a good damage dealer, but we don't scale our might, so this seems useless. Let's save. We can get more going. 4 vampire runes. Sure, whatever, bro. Did I pass out? One thing's for certain. Cursed blood body. What did I do? I just clicked it. I thought I would gain vampire runes. Where did they go? Oh, okay. So if I change this body, which it went from like giving me max to now it's gonna lose me max if I change it, and I roll to lose 2 HP, but I can get vampiric. That's literally also just Slay the Spire, but different. I see you, and I appreciate you, but like I'm just like noting. I'm noting things. I'm the noticer, in fact. Swap your current ability with Soul Shield. Hexproof. It's an anti-debuffer. We're kind of building around our current ability, so I'm gonna chill with that. Elite combat, it has to be done. Back-to-back elite combat, probably. The master of the armory, holy. Do I have any other bodies? I don't have any other bodies. Okay. But it permanently removes the rune. No disrespect, that seems like it's ass. That seems like it's terrible. I mean, whatever. I guess I'll put it on my high value things. Like, fair enough, I guess. Like, what do I care? But I don't know, I should have put it on the 6 now that I think about it, but this has 2 6s and I didn't realize that. Sure, let's fight. Oh my god. But we have the sandstorm. This is like peak sandstorm use case. How do we want to do this? Probably we want to hit you with this, right? And then we nurture the land for free. These are all countdown 5 to deal 10 damage to. Kill another random enemy? What do you do? Oh, it's count. But why can't I? Sorry, why can't I? Am I crazy? Why does it not work? Oh, it's because I used it already. Wait, no. Maybe it is. I don't think I did it right. I think something's wrong, or my brain is like broken. In any case, I'm gonna hit you with this so that we can activate the sandstorm and get some block. Don't use charge. That seems like it's a good thing to do. And then sure, whatever. What are you doing? You're buffing their attack. But we're gonna kill them soon enough. We just need to survive until that point. Okay, let's just start. Okay, first of all, that goes in there. We're stacking you up. What do you do again? You're the debuffler. That's fine. We put this up on here. We're going crazy, okay? We're going crazy mode. Why can't I put things in you? Also, you're dealing 39 fucking damage? I didn't realize. I wasn't familiar. I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna stack up my block anyway. Ow. My bad, y'all. I'm dying. Okay, you've been cooked, I'm afraid. 9x4! That's crazy talk. How do we make this work? Okay, we're not gonna be... I think we're dead, actually, now that I think about it. Because we have 15 block, we need like a lot of block. Are we not gonna gain a lot of block? I think we're done for. I think we're dead. I think it's all over. You gotta go. Just like that's step one. If we're ever gonna win, it has to be like that. Yeah, exactly. Job done. And now you're out of your armory, and it's just you, and I'm gaining an insane amount of shield, and I'm continuing to stack up an insane amount. Hit you with that, gain HP, and disappear my rune. I'm just gonna keep stacking you up, because I think that's gonna be my best case. So just so we keep getting blocked, you know. What are you again? The vampire? We finally used this to deal damage and gain health, which is pretty neat. And then, you know, gain even more. Why don't we? I think we're gonna survive. Now we need health desperately, and we need to get rid of this vampiric body thing. But you know, that aside, like things are going pretty good, and now we can just like destroy you, bro. That's a job done. It's a job well done. And my warm body held me. It held me gently. 2 ones is a bit insulting, but like, you know, I was using up until now. The heavy roller. Protection body or greed body? I'm gonna take protection body so we can get rid of that thing once and for all. These don't need to be added to my inventory. Okay, now naturally it has to be this so that I mean, it doesn't really matter. What are we building here? We want to give heavy to something good, obviously. Oh wait, removes rune after activation is literally temporary, as in it only removes it for the battle. You gotta specify that, because I thought that tell me in the comments below if you made it this far. I'm not stupid for thinking this, right? Removes rune. Sorry, let me just. I'm opening Pringles to make my point clear. Not sponsored, but I would love to be sponsored by Pringles. They're delicious. Don't quote me on that, but do quote me on that. Clearly removes rune after activation. Seems like it removes it permanently. and it will just be a one-time use, but it doesn't remove it permanently, it removes it for the combat. So it's actually a useful thing to have them. Anyway, I was just like... Anyway, I'm gonna override this with heavy so that we get that 9 more often, because we actually need that 9. Is there any other stuff I have to modify? Maybe we can do some weighting adjustments on our die. I think everything else is in order, to be honest with you. The modification of dice in this game, as well as like your granular control, is quite high. This is a min-maxers game for sure. You could build a crazy combo with this stuff. Okay, we've got the heavy, so now we can... So what are you? Don't use charge. Yes, okay. Well, we want that, just so we get some dice, and then send it. You block 25, and I don't really care. Kill this enemy to self-inflict 2 weak. I mean, that seems pretty good. So we gotta get you down. And to do that, first off, put that in here, and then hit that. It doesn't use a charge. But I guess it doesn't use anything, but that doesn't really matter unless we can activate it multiple times. Okay, you hitting me? It hurts? That's okay. First of all, let's just start like plugging this hole, and then we'll gain some block, and just get a bunch of block just to get the sandstorm up, because I don't think I need this, to be honest with you. The one cursed dice. I think I don't need that entire notification, to be honest with you. You can probably skip it after the first time. 43 are we? Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. What I will do is stack you up on that one, just because I think it's pertinent. At this point, we're starting to get a lot of dice as well, because we don't even need undergrowth that often. We can just use it when we can. We may even have you already dead, to be honest with you. There we go. You're done for, bud. Out of all the dice, like, roll the number you need to get, this seems like the most, like... Give me that, by the way. It seems like a quite comprehensive one. 2 randoms. Force of might, sure, whatever. Volatile body. Randomized rune upon new face. Or protection body. Randomized... Give me the protection body overall. If the sandstorm has begun, inflict 1 buffeted. Buffeted. I'm a sandstorm build. Gain 3 grounded. That's an insane amount of damage, or whatever you want. Like, we can begin the sandstorm with you, and then just low roll. And now lesson 2. I'm gonna modify my dice to get low values now. It's gonna be either low. It has to be less. Like, if it's 4 goes into 1 now. I think that's what I have to do. 4 goes into 1. Combat or events. We're getting another event. I mean, we may as well get an event into a heal into a, you know. Attempt to open. Okay, I like this. I didn't see this event. You got a lot of unique ideas. 2 random dice bodies or 10 runes. 2 bodies seems pretty sick. So let's get that. Give me those. We can't roll. Imagine you could have such an insane deck that you could get them both, dude. That would go crazy. Rest me. And we need the health, of course. So it's got to be that. Special event. I assume this would be another one of those, like, in the full game this would exist. 2 more dice bodies. Besides, we don't have enough dice for the bodies, bro. Okay, is this the final act? Or is there another act? The Demon of Misfortune. Well, we got a lot of stuff to do before we get into that. So... How do we make this work? I reckon... We got this. You're gonna roll the higher number more often than not, and you already have mostly valid numbers. Let's get you having that. And then honestly, since you're the high roller, I don't feel like it's a bad idea to just put this on you, and then you gain some insane values. Now we have a lot of bodies here. 5 HP at the end of combat healing is not that big of a deal. Another Void Steel is also relevant. I don't really care about gold either. Even though it is like a one-time thing, and it would be good. Like all these ones, I think I would rather have like the aggressive. Which one of these isn't really adding that much? The protection. We're not using the repeat body. Let's be honest, we're not using it properly. So we may as well like run it this way, just for now. I think the rest we can like optimize later. So let me just rearrange these in like the order that I want them to. So these are my dice creators. This I could be convinced to swap this with my Cleave the Mountain, but then we have to like, we're already like slow burning. I think I like this just in case we have to finish something off immediately. Although I think we could do with replacing it for something more defensive. What is this? It's what's it called? I don't know what it's called in Slay the Spire, but you know what it is. Okay, we've got the best case activation for you because we got a lot of 1 rolls. I'm a fan. Again, Oasis is okay. So repeat 1. Let's start strong. What do you do? Tell damage to the player, destroy dice. Why would I do that, bro? Come on now. Let's just start by building all the dice we can. What the hell? Thorned body? Oh no, bro. Oh no. Don't want to get discarded anyway, so I should use it regardless. Oh wait, I need to destroy them because you're gonna fuck me over with them. Right at the good part. What are you, a game show host? Sorry. Shit that I had to do. We need to huddle up a whole bunch. Just to tank this. Okay, job done. I would... Let's do that. You can't go in there anymore. And then let's start stacking up some block. Because then we can start. We're stalling big time. Okay, 36 and 20, huh? Okay. First things first. I mean, you go here, you go there, because you're gonna be done for after this, right? And then we can hit you with that. I mean, it's gonna hexproof, I guess. Whatever. What the hell? Why did you hurt me, bro? You fucked me. You screwed me. We're getting grounded, which can't be like debuffed anyway. I'll plug that in there. It doesn't really like hurt me. Big hit, no problem. We're gonna outstore you somehow. I don't know how it is gonna happen. This has to happen. There we go. Now we hit you with the weakness. Now we can start to like... You know, you're hurting me, but like it doesn't hurt me. You get what I mean? What are you? What are you? I don't know what's going on really anymore. I'm just playing everything at this point. We're stacking up the block. We're gaining grounded. How much Oasis do we even have at this point? Wait, Oasis is temporary. It doesn't stack, huh? That's a shame. Because I would have loved to stack it. That's where I'm at with this one. Okay. It's fortitude in mind though, so it doesn't really bother me. It's not weakness. Weakness would have been disastrous. Okay, let's plug you in with some extra weak. And then, well, first things first, I mean, we already did that. So now the rest of it just has to go into here. That's like the only logical answer I have right now. Is to just stack defense. Because that's my playstyle at the minute. we're getting an insane amount of like automatic blocking. Activate you. Well, if we don't use you, you hurt us. If we use you, you like lower our output. That's like a cursed chalice for sure. Okay, but that's the great thing about this thing is that you can just keep plugging grounded into it, and eventually we're gonna just destroy you. This feels like a tough battle. That's the fun part. Like this game genuinely like it breaks itself. As from what I feel like we're just doing so much right now. Okay, so obviously we have to do that. There's no point in putting dice that are like 5 in there because the number will not work out anyway. I guess I may as well do that and get an insane debuff, and then just like stack up even more block. Bro, you ain't even touching our HP anymore. How does it feel? It's like Ainz before fighting Shortia, you know? Goated. Just stacking all sorts of debuffs and buffs and other such related goods. I'm sorry, little bro. Now we can just actually just stack up attack, and we may as well even hit the Oasis just to keep stacking up even more, bro, even more. And the job is done. 1 damage is funny. Job fucking done. 3 randoms just for variety. That seemed like a good upgrade. Blessed. Don't use consume. What is consume again? Do I have any consumes? Consume is... that's pretty good. I would like that. Give me that. Void Steel, Gravity. We don't have a Gravity, do we? We may as well take it. Gain dice value grounded and repeat 1. We already do that. So 1 and less than 2. So this is like a cheat situation. Now, okay, now Cleave the Mountain is starting to look like it's an actual win condition, but we don't need more than 1 because I think we still have 1 just lying in here. So we'll grab this thing and chill with it, and an extra dice has been added to our thing. I like that. I like that. How deep does this game go, man? And we're fighting the Punch Warlock in regular combat? What is this? This game is crazy. Okay, new dice. Obviously, we have to give it something. 15 max HP. You know what? Let's start you with the temporary one so that we can actually start, like... So if this dice was not used, that's not gonna happen, is it? I'm just gonna add it, because I would rather have it than not have it. What's not really... You know what? Let's try it. Let's try doing this. Because then we don't use you until we run out anyway, so then what's the point? Why don't we just, like... The dice per damage, math actually is probably better on you, because I have some high roll. To be honest. Okay, Step 1, plug that in. What do you do? 3 ethereal in a week. Gen Z boss in a mini. We may as well do that then. Whatever. Roll, because the week doesn't matter at this point. Because what I would like to do is start the sandstorm. You don't want to be used. I appreciate that. I love that for you. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Let's try. Let's try, because I think this is not. It's not gonna get any easier. What are you? 21 for twice as much damage. Well, we can kill you without needing that. To be honest with you, 5 weak on him. Oh, you don't do anything for a little while. So let's chill. I suppose. Let's start stacking up our thingy. Well, logically, we should also just like do that. And then what do you do? You gain might for the spells I'm casting. Well, let's not use that thing for now, and let's see what we can get away with. Okay, there we go. Plug that in there. Plug that in there. Just so we don't die. It's a nice value once again. Where's my good dice? It's around there somewhere. Also, I would say here's one thing that you should do is like gray out ones that can't be used this turn. Like this, I can use it this turn. It's just got a different sort of limit. I think I did actually need that to avoid some damage, which is okay. We're not using you. We still haven't used you. Another dice has been constructed. I love that for me. Oh, because you're cursing my die. Never mind. I was wondering what was up with that. But we have so many die, you can't curse my good ones, bro. It's a skill issue. Carve powder? Carve powder? Something? Calf powder? Plug those in. We've used all our... Oh, okay, we're gonna take some massive damage. I wasn't paying attention. Oops. Whoops. My bad, y'all. Let's just construct a new die and like hopefully that's enough. It's not quite enough. In fact, we're gonna take big damage. It gets hard around these parts. My combos are starting to like... It's too slow to get started because I need to build up an insane amount of grounded from you. And I think I can... Because this doesn't activate until next turn because your grounded stacks like activate the start of your turn. So building them up now kind of sucks. So... I mean, this does like work. I'm not gonna say it doesn't work. Obviously, we have to do that. And then... Oh, but you gain damage anyway, so like this is really... pushing it, as it were. Gain some might, whatever. Just let's do our best, okay? Everybody. Oh, we died. Defeats, I'm afraid. Pretty good though. Pretty good. Run recap me. Tutorial seed. We got pretty far, I would say. Collection me. We still have no wins because that was pretty tough. Okay, there are a lot of dice bodies. There are a lot of runes. The enemypedia. That was Archon. So honestly, a lot of this is like. For once, I don't have a like suggestion beyond like quality of life. I think you've nailed, like you've taken an existing formula and you've added a little bit of a twist on it and a bit of a spin. And I think it gets to the right amount of brokenness. I think, like the curating options that you have for like dice, for spells, it all seems very well constructed. I would recommend you check it out, see if you like it. I have nothing to say except, you know, like you might want to shuffle up the presentation a bit so it doesn't look as obvious that it's Slay the Spire, but like with a big twist. Small, medium twist. I don't know how I would phrase it. But yeah, like, very few notes. Thank you for making the end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. And yeah, that's all I got. See ya.